Consciousness, pierce through the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Wasn't it her book that she said she didn't want Shapiro because he was too Jewish, and they didn't want Buttigieg because he was too gay? She said something like that in her book, didn't she? That's the reason why I never read her book.
I think she did say something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I wanted Gary Shapiro, but they told me I can't pick him because he's too Jewish. It's like, what?
She literally said that word for word in her book.
It was something in the book about that.
I don't think it's word for word, but it was along those lines that, like, the optics pick, they didn't want her to pick Shapiro because there would have been a perception of aligning too much with the Zionist agenda, and didn't want her to pick Buttigieg because having a gay man on the ticket would be a losing ticket, and so they opted for Waltz.
Yeah, but they're the party all about gay people, and they're the ones that are saying LGBTQ and all this and BLM.
Yeah, so but they're also really they still vie to some extent for moderate votes.
Yeah, but they can't even answer.
That's the point that I'm trying to make, is that they're hypocrites.
Yeah, they can't even answer what's a woman. They can't even answer that question.
They're hypocrites, bro. They're hypocrites. That's all it is. That party is fucked, bro. If you vote for that party,
both of them are
just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, now they have a communist as a mayor of New York City. It's crazy.
He's a communist terrorist supporter, bro. And the second day after him becoming mayor, they had call to prayer in the streets, and it was like being in London stand. That's what it felt like. That's what.
Yeah, the first mayor in New York to have a Quran.
It's gonna be like London in next year, bro. Watch, by next year it'll be like London. It was already like that almost, pretty much, anyways.
Yeah, and London's fucked.
London's very fucked.
It's been messed up for a while. Yeah,
I was there, bro. London's fucked, man. And so is Paris, by the way, too, bro.
Paris, yes.
Say, if you think London's fucked, go to Paris.
I know.
Too, yeah.
Trust me, I have two friends in Paris, and they said there's no Parisians anymore. Where did all the Parisians go? They're all bad.
Sorry,
migrants.
David, who is in Paris?
They speak Arabic.
Not clubhouse friends, regular friends.
David,
they speak
who is
Arabic
in Paris?
and Swahili.
Yeah, Swahili.
And Congolese, pretty much a whole bunch of Congolese people, bro. People from Congo, people from all of fucking North Africa.
Yeah,
right,
a lot of those
old, that's in Paris.
A lot of those old French territories, the people from there are coming into France.
Who's in Paris?
Two friends. I have a friend that lives there that works for BNP Paribas, and another friend who owns a hotel.
Thank you,
Lex.
Why does it matter who's in Paris?
Thank you, Randy, for being the only person to understand. I'm going to get ready for the day. It is 11 a.m. I need to go out and be productive.
Dude.
You live in California?
It's 2 p.m. over here.
I do right now, yeah. Here for work.
That sucks.
I have dinner in exactly
I'm pretty mad about the taxes.
You know what I really want to happen to California is, I don't know if you guys ever know anything about the San Andreas Fault, but they're saying it's a big one's coming soon. I really want that to happen soon to California.
They could become an island. That's right.
No,
that's I'm talking about the big earthquake, like the 7.8, 8.0 earthquake that they've been predicting that's going to happen for a long time. So I'm waiting for that.
Arizona becomes coastal property.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, yeah.
Then we'll see how Gavin Newsom will take care of California.
That's going to be a shitty day, man.
He's going to be our next president.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon, bro. This earthquake is bound to happen eventually.
Yo, Harry, I was watching Fox News. I forget the show, and they were showing.
God, that's the problem already. You're watching Fox News.
But they were showing the way he was crossing his legs when he's doing some speech. It's I've never seen a man cross their legs the way he does. It's what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Who's he? Who are you referring to?
Gavin Newsom.
Newsom.
And also the way he moves his hands. It's very awkward. It's he's always moving his hands.
Bro, Newsom is a piece of shit. Remember, during COVID, he locked down all of his whole state, and he was out there. He was out there seen in some dinner party.
The French Laundry,
no mask
the most
on.
expensive restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So fuck him, bro. And all the people who vote for him are just dumb as fuck.
And
like
your girl, Pelosi, was getting her hair done, even though you weren't allowed to.
Yeah, they're a bunch of hypocrites. That's the hypocrite party, bro. But they want to criticize Trump for everything. It's funny.
Pelosi, man.
Thank God she stepped down.
Remember her husband got attacked by a guy with a hammer?
Yeah.
A Canadian?
You know what? That's not funny, though.
Yeah, but it's not funny. But, the fact that the guy was an illegal immigrant from Canada. I mean,
Oh, really? Was he? I missed that.
Yeah, he was in the country illegally. Yeah.
Man.
What are the coincidences, huh?
And, Paul Pelosi, he recovered, so it's okay. I think we can talk about it.
I'm glad to hear that. Listen, I wouldn't mind if he picked my stocks.
All I can say is that party is crazy. Remember that politician in Minnesota that got killed in their house because they voted against that bill that legislation that they were trying to pass about. I think it was for letting anybody get an ID, and that was the only person that voted against it. I think it was something like that, and they got killed in their house. Her and her husband. It was like 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, it's funny too. It's like a lot of these Democrats, like they're so anti-guns, right? But they want people with guns protecting them, though. It's like, wait, I'm not allowed to have a gun, but your security can have a gun. That's not fair. So your life matters more than mine, apparently.
Until they say defund the police.
Well, I'm very curious to see what happens in New York with because Mondavi said he wants to give the power to the social workers, to do some of these police stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
What's going to happen to New York? New York is going to go to how it was in the fucking 80s and 70s and early 90s. It's going to be crackhead central with fucking crime everywhere. You can't walk on the streets by yourself without getting fucking beat up, or a woman can't go by herself. She's going to get fucking raped and shit and kidnapped. Who knows, bro? New York's going to be fucking lawless, bro.
Well, I thought...
Why do you think he did his inauguration to mayor in the fucking subway where all the rats are, because he's a fucking rat himself? Understand? He did it into the old city hall underneath, like this in the subway.
That was such an ode. No. Harry, that was such an ode to Hamas in the tunnel underneath City Hall.
Where all the rats go. Exactly.
No, it's disgusting.
Well,
it's a beautiful place. Trust me. I mean, it is a beautiful place, but that's not exactly where I would have done it.
No, because he was scared somebody would probably assassinate him. So, they probably did it down there.
So, okay. First of all, I'm like anti-Mondavi, right? That guy's crazy. The people he's hiring for his team are crazy as well.
He's not crazy. Look, hold on. He's not crazy. He just believes socialism works.
Yeah, but what's his crazy?
No, he's fucking crazy, Yako.
It's never proven
to
work.
Crazy means
he's literally
detached
saying
from reality.
Intifada. That's not crazy.
I completely disagree with every stupid thing that he says, but he's not detached from reality.
Well, the thing that the problem is, like, he thinks that it is a true thing. It's going to work. That's crazy.
Saying globalized intifada is detached from reality, Yaakov. I don't know what you're talking about.
And saying like socialism works is also crazy because it's never worked in the history of the world.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't work.
So, what do you call that? Like doing something you know is wrong, but doing it anyway. What do you call that?
You notice how niggas don't come around no more that start to
I don't think it would come under the clinical definition.
I mean, I would call it crazy, but that's just me.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree.
Fine. I can't stand the guy. If those people who were protesting in Queens were, say it loud, say it clear, whatever, we support Hamas, were up in 125th Street saying we support the KKK outside of the Abyssinian Baptist Church, do you think that would fly for half a second?
It says that in the Bible.
He would have been up there shutting that shit down.
So I'm willing to give him, because he just started, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt only because of his meeting at the White House with Trump. And it seems like...
That buys him nothing, David.
I know, but whatever he said to Trump in private, I mean, obviously he was fine with it. Trump was. So I'm hoping that,
It's probably like, you better listen to what I say, Mandami, or I'm gonna revoke your fucking citizenship and have you deported.
or take away all the money that
I
we get.
I think Trump is just waiting for him to fail spectacularly.
Probably that also.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
Well,
you know how I can help you. We're here to help.
He does have a lot of properties and businesses in New York too, so he doesn't want to.
No, he can't give any ammunition to the media to say that he got in the way. He has to let him fail on his own.
Yakov, I was actually a friend that has a place in Trump Park, right, which is right on the Central Park.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I forgot that he even had that building until I went there. I was like, oh wait,
yeah,
there's another Trump building.
Yeah, there's the second one.
Because I know Trump International, which is on Central Park as well.
Drop the flex.
George's. No, but I don't know anybody who has an apartment there.
Flex.
And then of course Trump Tower.
Flex.
Flex. All I know is I'm never going back to New York until that person is not a mayor anymore of the fucking city. I will refuse to go to that city and give him any of my money.
Please do not give your money to New York City.
Yeah, all the fucking taxes you pay for the hotels and everything, fuck, that goes straight to fucking his pockets, bro. Or to whatever he's going to do with that money. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going. Fuck that. New York is not that special to me to go to, support a terrorist.
It's funny, Harry.
I feel bad for you guys that live there, honestly. I do feel bad, but...
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When New York was good was when, in the 1999, 2000, this was when New York was a great city.
Giuliani and Bloomberg, yeah. They turned the whole thing around.
Early 2000s, man.
Everyone was mad about Bloomberg about the putting the calories on menus and no more big gulps and no more smoking, shit like that. But at the end of the day, he had good ideas about that, and everyone else followed his lead. So there was I think the last great mayor was Bloomberg.
Yeah, rest in peace, New York City. Rest in peace.
I mean, we survived de Blasio. We can survive Mondavi.
They're going to put a hijab on the fucking Statue of Liberty soon. They're going to say they can't have a woman standing up. Now, they probably maybe even take it down and say, no, we can't have this. It's a woman.
I mean, what is a woman?
I don't know. Ask Mandami.
Ask the Supreme Court Justice. What's your name? Yakov, who's the Supreme Court Justice who couldn't answer what's a woman?
What?
There was a woman, was it the black Supreme Court Justice or Keegan? One of them.
Yeah.
They asked her, what is a woman? And she couldn't answer the question.
A birthing individual, I think, was...
Because there's no such thing as a woman, bro, when there's 72 genders, okay?
Yeah, it's fluid.
My daughter brought home a list of 54 a few years ago. It's gone up to 72.
Oh, I just threw that number randomly out.
Yeah, she literally came home.
I didn't realize there's actually
54.
Wow. There you go. See, that proves my joke is real.
Wait, are they teaching your daughter this in school?
No, it's New York. It's New York State. What do you think, Kathy Hochul, man? She loves that shit. How do you want to teach DEI in New York? Well, look at my DEI. This is what we teach in Florida. Our DEI. Deport every illegal.
Yeah, it's crazy how much different Florida is from New York and California.
No, we have our libtards here too. Don't worry, we do. St. Petersburg, Florida. Go search it up. It's a big libtard city. It's really not far from where I live. It's all LGBTQ shit like this, BLM, and actually in the state of Florida, the Department of Transportation, I think it was at the end of last year, they said we're taking down all the murals of BLM and LGBTQ on the streets. On the road, they actually painted a mural on an intersection, and intersections all through Florida, and they took them all down all throughout the state. And all the libtards here are crying about it and complaining about it. But dude, this is DOT. This is on a public street. We don't need that shit on the public street. Go buy a billboard or something. Do that there. Why do our tax money have to pay for that shit? So
yeah, Harry, do you remember after the whole George Floyd thing, they so they painted De Blasio painted Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah,
and that lasted for a little bit, and then eventually it went away.
You know what you need to do is to get a paint and just put an O in front of lives so it says Black Olives Matter.
And also, when Trump became president again, he's he told the mayor of DC, it's this Black Lives Matter Square, or whatever it's called, plaza, you're gonna get rid of that, and she eventually got rid of it.
Harry, you know what DeSantis announced? I think it was yesterday, today. They're gonna remove the tolls for Florida residents on the turnpikes.
I didn't see that. Wow, that's actually great, because we do pay a lot here on that on bridges and stuff that we have to drive across. But I didn't really realize that. Wow.
Do they have a surplus in Florida? Their budget?
I have no idea. I have no clue. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what we make a lot of money from tourism here on our taxes. That's where the majority of our taxes is from tourism and property taxes, obviously, and so I guess, I don't know. All I know is that the roads here are shit. That's all I know. The roads are shit, and our monies are going to Somali fucking daycares instead. So fixing our fucking roads. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there is a surplus. I don't know. How they're going to pay for that.
Work? Is it doing well or not?
Well, that's a private.
I don't know. We don't have it. We don't have it where I live yet. Really? They want to connect it to my city, to Orlando, but from when I was in South Florida, I saw it there. It didn't really look like there was that many people on it. So
I hear it hits a lot of people. For some reason, it's killing lots of people. I don't understand why.
Those people are retarded, bro. They don't see a railroad track, and they don't realize how to drive. When you stop at the red light.
Disproportionately to any other similar.
That's because it goes faster than.
No. It if you remove all variables.
Because it goes through a lot of areas that are very populated. That's why it cuts through a lot of populated areas. If you look at it on the map.
I don't know. I saw some analysis, and they literally
not like the regular Amtrak trains.
No, I get that, but I was reading some analysis. I got to go find it.
They use a new track. A lot of the old tracks that we have here in Florida are old, man. They're along the highways and shit. They're not really through cities. The Bright Line, if you go to West Palm Beach, it goes directly through downtown West Palm Beach and goes all the way through all those cities there to Miami. And there's a lot. It's a very, very populated area down there. A lot of people. So a lot of cars. You stop at a red light, and in between the red light, there's the railroad track. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I think
I can see why it happens. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think us in the Northeast, Yakov, we're used to trains all the time. But I think in South Florida,
they're on bridges.
Not really used to trains.
Uh-huh.
They have the Amtrak, but that's a slow old train. The Bright Line is a faster, newer train, so
yeah, but they slow it down when it goes through those populated areas. I don't think that's I think it's just people are not aware of it, man, and it just kind of blends in with the road. It's hard to explain. So you just have to see it for yourself, where it cuts through some of these intersections in a busy area where there's a lot of traffic. So there's always going to be accidents. Cars get stuck on it. Some cars there's traffic and somebody stops on the railroad track and their car gets stuck, or there's a malfunction with their car or something, and they get stuck and then they're screwed.
No, most of the deaths are just train hitting person.
Ah, well, that's also another reason, because people are walking in a lot of areas too.
Yeah.
People are on foot.
People.
Not suicides along the tracks, also that's also illegal. You're not supposed to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of people who do that. So
yeah, I've never taken the Bright Line, but I have friends who've taken the Orlando to Miami train, the Bright Line, and they swear by it. They said it's great. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about doing from Tampa to Orlando too. Which, now when I go from Miami to Tampa, I have to fly, but it'd be nice to take the train.
Hey, are you in Tampa?
Yeah, I'm in the Tampa Bay area.
Docs.
I don't know.
If he's, why do you complain for somebody else?
It's okay. I don't care, bro.
Exactly.
Somebody who's stupid to do anything in Florida, bro. That's all. Here in Florida, you're legally allowed to open carry.
If he has a problem, he would have said, "I'm not gonna." He would just say, "I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable answering that question." But you gotta open your mouth and say, "Dogs."
I love how David pisses you off.
No, it's just it makes like people get morally like repulsed on behalf of other people.
It's all good.
I know.
Trust me, all my enemies on here already know where I live. I've told it to them many times. I'm like I told you, I'm not scared. So, and that's what they want you to be. They want you to be scared. So, like I said, you can open carry here in Florida. People do it every day here, walking around with AR-15s on their back, and the police can't say shit anymore. So, you'd be really dumb to come and try to do something to somebody in Florida that loves guns. That's all I need to say.
Well, thankfully,
you know who Sheriff Grady is from Polk County, Florida, the famous sheriff that always talks about shit online and everything. Yeah, he would agree with exactly what I'm saying. He said it himself. Actually, he said if you break into somebody's house here in Florida, or you come on their property, that person has the right to defend their property and their well-being. So come try us, pretty much is what he was saying.
Yeah, didn't they say that
I have to find the video
when there was a hurricane in the Tampa area? It's like if you're gonna try to loot anything, we have guns here. So yeah, exactly. Try it.
Yeah, they were saying that to the looters, and then what's it called? He was saying something about what happened with that woman in Minnesota the other day. He made a video saying if you use a car against law enforcement officer, it's a weapon, and it's been justified in many cases in the United States already before. So yeah, that's just not even a debate in that conversation. People were on here for days talking about that shit, bro. It's like the crazy part. It was black people talking about it for a white woman. That I was kind of shocked about that, to tell you the truth, right? So I told myself, man, imagine if that was a black woman. Imagine if that was a black guy.
Yeah, it'd be like George Floyd all over again.
They didn't burn down Minnesota for this woman, but they burned down Minnesota for George Floyd.
Yeah, billions of dollars in damage.
Because the black people were manipulated into this shit by all these white organizations that took advantage of it and made a bunch of money on it, and paid protesters and all this shit that came out there and helped them destroy their own cities. Shit's crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, they give millions of dollars to BLM, and then they just bought mansions.
More than just BLM. There's 4 Black Lives, and those are all white owned, organizations. And anything with black, there was you put anything with black in it, and then pretty much made money during that time. So crazy shit.
Yeah, dude, it's like that crazy guy in the previous room where he's like, F you all you white people, I'm gonna spit on you or whatever, I'm gonna beat you up. It's like first of all, if he actually met you in person, he would not beat you up. But the fact that he feels comfortable saying that. So.
Yeah, black people can't fight. They have been enslaved throughout our history, If they are real men and fight, why they get enslaved, So I don't believe those people. Those people are crazy people,
Has nothing to do with that. That's really stupid. What you just said, but yeah. Anyways, black people are some of the best athletes in the world, bro. But they're some of the best fighters in the world are black people. What are you talking about?
But why they get enslaved 400 years?
Muhammad Ali was one of the best boxers ever, and he was a black guy.
Yeah, Cassius Clay. Yeah.
They submitted to weaker white man.
Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers ever, bro. He'd beat the shit out of you, bro. Still,
he'll fuck you and you'll like it.
He'll bite your ear off and you'll like it.
Why they say that? So the proudness.
Allegedly.
You just sound like some fucking Arab from some Arab country that you guys are just not good athletes, so you don't understand what it is to actually win gold medals and win championships. So I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, is there any Arab country that won a bunch of Olympic medals or no? I don't think so, right? Maybe equestrian, maybe the horses.
I don't think so. I don't know. You could probably look it up, bro, but I know they don't do well in the standings.
They don't ride horses well.
For Olympics, bro. Morocco had this one good, push in the World Cup that one year, and then got wrecked, which I knew they would. And they're not really even an Arab country; they're Arabized country, So
yeah, so they're hosting they're hosting the African Cup of Nations. Actually, is in Morocco.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And also, it's like part of the whole FIFA thing. Like the World Cup, they give Africa a bunch of spots just because they're Africa. So it's not like they earn it. They just want Africans or African nations in the World Cup. Are there any World Cup games in the Tampa area, Harry?
No, only Miami, bro, in Florida. That's the only place they're doing the games. My friend has tickets for some of the games for like the Colombia and Portugal game, I think he said.
Yeah, he's lucky. So I signed up for the first round of pre-sales, which were if you're a Visa card holder, and I lost that. And now I signed up for the second round of tickets. We'll see if I get any.
People are gonna sell those tickets like crazy.
Oh my god, they're gonna
dude! The resale market is like nuts right now.
Oh my god, it's so expensive.
Like the final for like sitting up on the very top is like $3,000.
Is this for
Montreal? You're married. I think they have in Canada too. I think there's somewhere in Canada.
Yeah, there's
though they have Formula One or something, don't they?
It's in Montreal, yeah.
Montreal, yeah.
But yeah, they have.
Oh,
yeah, they have
so expensive.
Sorry, go back to it.
I think they have games.
I think they do
in Toronto and
Toronto,
Vancouver, right?
Pretty sure that would make sense. Like the two biggest cities.
Yeah, because they don't have a stadium in Montreal, so I know it's not there. I know they have the baseball stadium. I think they're going to turn into soccer.
Wait, isn't there a stadium in Montreal where the Expos used to play?
Yeah, but that's under construction. It's deserted right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do have that, but it's being redone. But yeah, it's a North American World Cup, so there's definitely some cities in Canada. I think it's just Toronto and Vancouver.
My nephew's my nephew's head of the host committee for New York.
Flex.
So he's he's working hard at it.
What's up? Give me some tickets, bro.
Everyone's asking for tickets.
Well, no, give me tickets. I'm a better.
You haven't even come through on we're gonna go to the Rangers game. So. You ain't getting shit, David, until we actually sit down at a Rangers.
Well, the way the Rangers are playing these days, I don't know if you want to go.
Oh, no, you never qualified it based on when they play good, I'll give you seats. You just said we're going to go.
Yeah, David can get seats to the Knicks games too, bro, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Even better.
David has season tickets at Madison Square Garden. Didn't you know that?
I just thought it was by team, not by seat.
Well, next time I'll invite you.
His company gives him tickets. He can get it anytime he wants.
Yeah, I've taken Harry even to games in Tampa.
See, everyone gets it but me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're going to go to the Stadium Series game also.
I want to go to the game.
What's the Stadium Series?
They play
in the football stadium. They play a hockey game in the football stadium outdoors, bro, in Florida.
Really?
In February.
How do they keep the ice? Oh, in February. Okay.
Well,
it's not going to be that cold here in February. It's like 80 degrees here today, by the way. So it's fucking hot. I'm sweating.
It's a lot of refrigerant.
So Yakov, they played a hockey game on the day after New Year's in Miami. It was the New York Rangers versus the Florida Panthers. It was in the baseball stadium in Miami. That's cool.
Yeah, but that's indoors, bro.
Yeah, it was indoors the entire time, but once the puck dropped, they opened up the roof to make it a quote-unquote outdoor game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the ice didn't melt.
Yeah, but this is totally... Raymond James Stadium is a totally outdoor stadium, bro.
True, yeah. I would go to that game for the experience.
Yeah,
I would root for
tickets for
Where's
sale,
Raymond James?
That was the only time I would root for the Tampa Bay because they're playing Boston.
Where's Raymond James in Tampa?
Yeah.
The last game, I was at the Bucks game, the last game of the season, like a couple weeks ago, and it was fucking raining the whole time, dude. And it was fucking miserable because it was...
Yeah, bro, but you had
good 60 degrees.
You had good seats.
Yeah, it was club level seats. We're in the club section, but the thing is, like, you can go inside, and everybody was inside watching the game on the TVs. I'm like, fuck that. I'm at the stadium. I want to actually watch it, But I didn't have a poncho, bro. I was fucking drenched, dude. Drenched, man. Shit sucked. At least we won, but we still didn't get to the playoffs.
Oh, hey,
But I've been to a game in the snow in Denver before, and that shit was fucking crazy, man. I'd rather it be snowing than raining, tell you the truth.
Yeah, I was at a game in Philly with cold rain where it wasn't snowing, but it pretty much could have snowed and it was wet and like it was so miserable. Like same thing. I was on the club level and I spent like half the game inside, and I would jump outside and then I would get too cold and like freezing. I went inside, back in and out.
Yeah, it's the freezing rain's even worse, bro. Because then you're wet and it's fucking freezing outside.
Yeah, dude, and it was fucking windy too. So like, I was getting like my face was getting hit. I was like, it wasn't fun. And the Eagles ended up losing that game anyway.
Of course they did. Of course they did not. I don't even think. Who are you guys playing in the first round?
I don't know. I should know that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should, bro. Since it's probably tomorrow, the game.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's hold on. Let's who's that?
I know there's games today too. I'm pretty sure. I think there's
the 49ers.
Oh, you guys play the 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be a good game. Where, in Philly or in San Francisco?
Not in Philly.
Oh shit. Damn.
Maybe I'll go to the. I'm not gonna go to the game, but maybe I'll go to the tailgate.
Yeah, you probably can't get tickets for that game.
Yeah, I don't have season tickets to the Eagles now.
Oh, because the whole stadium is probably full of season ticket holders there.
True.
Not like Tampa, bro. Shit, the worst fans ever, bro.
Why? Well, that's all right. That's like Florida is not really a big sports state anyway. So.
No, it's because we have a bunch of transplants here, bro. We don't have fucking any actual people who are born here and like really are they are diehard fans, bro. But like the whole stadium full is not diehard fans, you know. So it doesn't fill up with diehard fans like a Eagles or a Broncos. Like those fan bases are fucking insane, bro. The Lions, the Packers.
That's like the Winter Classic game in Miami. It was you can tell from the crowd it was like majority of like Rangers fans from New York and less Florida Panthers fans.
Yeah, there are a bunch of bandwagon fans down there too. When the Panthers do shitty again, that arena will be empty like it was before. So remember that arena was empty before the Panthers were relevant in the NHL.
Yeah, it was the same thing with like the Miami Heat, right? Like before LeBron came there, it was like you couldn't give those tickets away. Then LeBron, went to Miami, and then it was a sellout. Everyone was buying tickets, and now he left again, right? And it's like no one really goes to those games.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because like one of our family friends, like she sells like VIP stuff for games. And that's basically what she told me. Is like during LeBron era, like there'd be so much activity, so much demand for experiences and like season tickets. And then once he left, it like all went away.
Yeah, I remember when I lived in Denver, bro. They when the Nuggets would play whatever team LeBron was on at that time, the tickets would be double the price just because everybody wanted to come see LeBron play.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit's crazy, bro. I don't think he's the best of all time. I think Michael Jordan is the best of all time.
Yeah, I would say Michael Jordan or Kobe, one of those two. I would say.
Yeah, my friend puts him over Kobe Bryant, bro. But that's because he's like the all-time leading scorer or whatever, shit like this. But I really don't think he's like that, great of a player. I mean, he's good. He's probably top 5 best of all time. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he's better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I wasn't around or wasn't watching basketball when Michael Jordan was.
Who was a basketball player, really hot college guy right before Michael Jordan? He was offered the same sneaker deal. He took the cash payout instead of a % of sales. He would be worth $5 billion today. So I was watching it.
Yeah, did you see that movie, the Nike movie with
Yeah, but that's Michael Jordan. But that was interesting. But there was another very famous guy. It's like if you said his name, everyone would be like, yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No, it's after him.
Larry Bird?
No,
bro, that's not even
Patrick Ewing. I don't know.
Same era.
No. It's a guy right before before.
I don't know. I don't know basketball at all.
Yeah.
I support the Knicks, but I don't know basketball.
Hey, Norm.
Harry, I'm watching this the Rangers game, and we're 6-1. Pretty
I
bad.
have a question. What do you think about multiculturalism and integration?
What do we think about
What country are you from?
Eritrean.
Oh, so you're
East
from
African.
Africa.
I was going to guess East African.
Yes.
What country did he say?
Eritrea.
Well, I'll tell you this. In America, we don't want Somalis here. So tell the Somalis don't to come to America, okay?
I think he said he's irritating.
They are
No, he said he's from Eritrea.
The Somalis, they overstayed their welcome at this point.
They are racist to us as well, not only to white people or other black people. They are nationalists.
They're also irritating.
It's not racist. It's just it's not the color of your skin. It's where you're from.
They are nationalists, extreme nationalists, and I as I start to hate everything that is associated with different people, because of that,
Can you say this for me? Look at me. I'm the captain now. Can you say that for me? Please.
I asked you my question. You don't want to answer, right?
He said, "Please."
What's the question, bro?
He said, "Please."
I would really love to hear him say that shit. I think it would be fucking hilarious.
Are you Jew, right?
Am I what?
Are you Jew?
Am I Jew?
Are you Jew?
Are you Jew?
Yes, I'm Jew.
Jew too.
Norm, me and Harry were in a room earlier today, and with a bunch of black people, and we were just talking, and then as soon as somebody brought up Jewish, then they started going crazy.
It was Resistance, bro. Resistance came in the room. He knows me, bro. So he started saying we were a bunch of baby molesters and shit like this. And yeah.
No. I don't.
And then the one guy was like,
I don't believe so, man.
He's the one I hate the most on this.
Yeah, me too.
And there was another guy in the room who wasn't Resistance, and is like, who's the Jew in this room? Who is it? Who is it? Come say who you are.
I don't think so. Right?
And then he started going crazy, this random black guys, using the K word and all this stuff, and the room eventually got closed down.
Well, some of them are racist.
He was saying the A word beginning with a K.
No, he's like he was asking because Resistance was yelling about Jews, so the other black guy in the room is like who in this room is a Jew? Who's the Jew? Who's the Jew? He kept asking.
They're just hypocritical to some of those black people because they want to act like they're so.
And then they started calling Harry the K word after that.
They go and they talk so much shit about white people and Jews and everybody else, bro. They're the worst, bro. The uneducated ones. There's some very smart ones on here, but there's also very uneducated ones
yes,
too.
the people exactly. We was Congress, and we are Jew and we have decided, These people are racist.
Listen, bro. Whatever your name is, Kavango. They would hate the black people in America would say that you're not black, bro. Okay,
you're not black enough.
Yeah, that's how some of the black people are on this app. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, I learned in that room today that Obama is not black. Apparently, he's an imposter. So
he's a white supremacist.
Yeah, and apparently he's gay. Apparently, I don't know. That's what they were saying.
Huh? Bisexual, maybe, or full on gay?
Well, they kept saying Michael. They kept saying Michael Obama.
That's his wife.
Because the highest gays are in the black community. The highest number. You can't hate gays if you have a lot of gay in your community. I agree.
Norm, the only thing I also learned today in that room, that black room, that apparently John F. Kennedy ran a train on Marilyn Monroe with his brother.
Oh, that's hot.
Apparently that's a thing.
Ran a train?
That's what they said.
They went on a train together?
Never mind.
That means that they both had sex with her at the same time.
I'm just kidding. I wanted to
I don't know
play
if you
along
were or
with
not,
David.
honestly, I swear. Sometimes I think you really need, you don't.
No. There was
You're just such a nice guy, Jakob.
I know. There was a famous book that came. It was written by a black guy. Like it debuted in 1987, and it popularized that in the mainstream media. He talked about running a train, and it was like 20 deep. It was pretty rough. So that's where I learned that phrase.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Johnny K that he would actually, because he really, obviously he cheated on his wife with Marilyn Monroe. So like, who knows? The Kennedys are pretty, they do all kinds of crazy stuff.
I really think that he was assassinated because of the mafia. That's really what I think.
Do you think Epstein is in the line with them? Jeffrey Epstein?
Huh? What'd you say?
Jeffrey Epstein is with them?
The Palestinians? Like pro John F. Kennedy?
Jeffrey Epstein with them?
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
What about him?
Because, I think he's, not good guy. What I read about him.
You think? We know that he's not a good guy.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of evidence to show he's not a good guy.
Definitely not a good guy.
Honestly, I wish that either they didn't kill him or he killed himself, whatever you want to call it. I wish he would be suffering in a jail cell for the rest of his fucking life. But, either he took the easy way out or somebody made him take the easy way out because it was closed. They didn't want anything. And that's how it is in America, by the way. This type of shit that you see in movies, it happens in America in real life. It actually really happens. Like where people get killed in jail because somebody put the hit in because they don't want him talking. That's... where do you think they get these ideas from? From real life.
I mean, it could have been allegedly Hillary Clinton that was involved in that.
I don't know, but somebody wanted him dead, bro. That's all I know.
Well, yeah, because the Clintons, have a long relationship with Epstein, so
for sure.
The less spoken, the better for them.
A lot of politicians do, bro.
Yeah, dude. Just a quick tangent. Like the fact that all these Democratic politicians wanted the Epstein files out. And then when they finally start releasing some of this stuff, it's like you realize how many Democrats were involved with Epstein. It's like the reason they wanted to keep it quiet because they don't want to ruin these people's lives. But now that it's out there, they realize how many people were involved in this stuff, and they're just ruining people's lives. Whether it's Bill Gates, now he has to give more money to his ex-wife. Whether it's Larry Summers losing his position.
Hold on, that was part of his arrangement. You make it sound like
he was
forced into it.
Well, I mean, the fact that he was in the files more than he alluded to. I mean, that's...
They had a divorce. They had an agreement. This is him acting upon the agreement,
well,
David.
He has no leverage now that, it came out that he was so much involved in the Epstein files. I mean, that's, he loses a lot of that leverage.
What leverage?
The leverage in divorce court.
You've completely lost me. They have an agreement. He has to abide by it. You can't go back to court and say, oh,
Sure you can. Sure you can. There was an agreement and the
right, and he honored it, and he's been paid. He's been every step of the way.
But because he was more involved in the Epstein files, it gives her more leverage to ask for more money, which he can.
Well, you said he lost leverage.
Well, he did.
Okay, whatever. I don't know. I think he's just doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Well, being the Epstein files is not.
No, Gates.
Bill Gates.
Oh, Gates. Not a nice guy, though. I do not like Bill Gates.
I think my favorite clip from last year was when Bill Gates was at the dinner at the White House, and he was he was thanking President Trump for his, what did they all say, his leadership or whatever. It's I would never have if I bet on Bill Clinton being in the White House, or no, sorry, Bill Gates being in the White House and like praising President Trump, I would never have guessed that. But he did. And the fact that he gave up on the climate change thing. He's like, climate change is not as big a deal as...
Because he made his money off of it already, bro. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't need to talk about it anymore. He's looking somewhere else to make money now somewhere else.
Like, he was, like, for years saying, like, the climate change, global warming is, like, the most important thing that, people should care about. I'm giving millions and billions of dollars to it. So, like, now he's like, you know what?
Maybe
Maybe it wasn't
not so
that.
much.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's like when I was at CES, right? So I was in Vegas dealing with having conversations with some of these companies, and like I remember, like for years, like our meetings were about sustainability and climate change and inclusiveness and accessibility and DEI and all that stuff. This year there was maybe like 1 or 2 meetings that were about that. The rest of it, no one's even talking about it anymore. Like it doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, we talk about the new DEI now. Deport every illegal. That's the new DEI.
So Harry, there was one conversation. It was will.i.am, the rapper guy. Like that was the only time I heard somebody talk about like immigration. No one else talked about it. He was
Why
like,
does the guy's name sound from a shapeshifter? This dude sounds familiar. This is the fucking, I know who it is, the fucking Lebanese retard. Yeah, I don't feel like talking to him right now. It's retarded. Anyways, J.O., what's up, J.O.? Long time, bro.
What's up? How are you doing?
Are you globalizing the Intifada? Are you freeing Palestine?
Free who? Hamas?
Are you freeing Palestine? I don't know. You wrote free Palestine from Israel, so I hope you'd be freeing Palestine.
Today I'm going to be acting as a Zionist. I want you to listen to yourself how the Zionists stupid they are. Okay? I'm a Zionist.
What is your definition of a Zionist?
Who believe every single Jew living in the fucking ghetto can come back to Israel and live and have a freedom.
When you get kicked out of someplace, you get the right to come back. Sure.
Have you been kicked out from Palestine before?
Our ancestors. Yeah, you want to see my DNA?
My bad. It's a Judea, Samaria.
Yeah, let me show you my DNA now. There's never been a place called Palestine before.
What language are you trying to speak right now, JQ? This is a very cute attempt. What language is this you're trying to speak?
Arabic. You want to speak Arabic? Because it's a Semitic language.
Wait, there's an English learning room down the hall.
The Romans got in the way of that.
Are you scared to face the truth? Today I'm supporting
Are you afraid to face the English language?
Is that your defense? Is that how you want to defend yourself?
Is that how you want to try to speak
language?
English?
Are you fucking eyes? You want to shoot me now?
Is that how you speak English?
Are you scared?
Are you scared?
Are you scared? Are you scared to face your fucking truth? I'm today I'm supporting you. You should be happy.
Hello.
Palestine never been exist.
Yeah, there is no Palestine.
His name was, exactly. Never been exist. Like fucking Palestinians, those came from Saudi Arabia.
Never been exist.
By the camel and horses. And they found the fucking land and said, it's called Palestine.
It's Palestine.
What?
J.O., where are you from? What country are you from?
His name. His name's J.O.
I'm from Geneva. You know Jenin?
Geneva?
That's not a country, Jenin. I've never heard of that country before. What's the capital of Jenin?
You talk about Palestine. I'm from Palestine.
There is no Palestine.
That's not a country.
Okay, Joe, let me walk you through.
Sorry.
Let me walk you through the sequence of my DNA.
Are you from Jordan?
Jordan. I love Jordan. Yeah, of course.
Are you from Jordan? Yeah, because that's Palestine. We know.
Do you know the song of Michael Jackson of Remember the Time? The River of Jordan?
The Man in the Mirror? Yeah, we know that song.
Yeah, remember the time we all fell in love. Yeah.
The man in the mirror.
Tell me how much you hate the Arab. Can you share this with me? I'm just curious.
I love Arabs. I love
So
Arabs.
Joe, open up my
love Arabs.
PTR.
Yes, babe.
So, J.O., please,
Okay,
what
so
country?
the
I'm
green
still trying
is
to
the
understand.
oldest. The green is the oldest of my DNA sequence. That is the Levant, which is Judea. Okay, that's the oldest, farthest back. Okay, then the Romans were nice enough to take us to the purple. My family ended up in Sicily. Okay, then my ancestors, they were kicked out of there, and then they moved to Spain. You see Spain in the Iberian Peninsula, and then they made it all the way up to the yellow, which is Eastern Europe. So now we're on our way back. So yeah, we started there, got kicked out in 134, and now we're coming on our way back. So yeah, that's what happens when you get kicked out. You come back.
Hold on. This is not DNA test. This is not DNA test, right?
That actually is my blood, which was tested.
Can you share?
Listen, they're gonna dispute anything. They dispute that Palestine is a country, bro. Like, come on. Like, they'll dispute anything.
Like, you wasn't curious to know where you're from? Do you have a DNA test?
You literally give him $100 bill, a real $100 bill, and he'll tell you that it's fake because it comes from a Zionist. Like, come on. Like,
do you know that?
Ben Franklin was a Zionist.
DNA test. This doesn't look like that.
These people think that
You should have
Jesus
a
was
percentage.
Palestinian, bro. Okay.
What is your DNA test? Can you show it to me?
Show me your proof.
He's showing you the results of where it's coming
from. The DNA we left in your mouth last night.
Whoa!
Who's this? EL? Oh, this is pedophile? Oh,
Yeah.
I miss you, baby girl. I miss you. Do you like boys?
Who is
You like
this?
fucking
J.O. stands for jerk off?
Yes, I love that fucking, especially with
You
gay.
didn't have to tell us. That was already.
Are you in a Steam file? Are you in a Steam file?
I wanted a little bit of entertainment, so I brought him up because he's very entertaining. It's like what's it called? You put like an animal on display at the zoo, like a cheetah or something very fascinating, entertaining. Like this is how I see these people.
Harry, you shouldn't play with your food.
Our food. It's not their food. It's our food.
Come on. Do you want to play a game? I want to be a Zionist.
Want to play a game? Want to play a game?
Palestine never did exist, right? This name came when?
It doesn't exist right now.
Approximately.
It doesn't exist right now.
The Romans called it Syria Palestina.
Do you know who came up with Palestine?
J.O. They had a war.
The Romans.
J.O. They had a war and they lost the war.
Well, they called it Syria Palestina.
You didn't know who came up with the fucking Palestine name and the colors.
Okay, that doesn't matter though. But like, they fought a war with the land and they lost the war. So
the colors, you guys took the colors from Jordan. What do you mean? You actually
gave up
to come up with the colors.
Who wanted the war?
Jordan. The reason why there's the West Bank is because Jordan gave up the land because they lost the war.
Somebody changed the title.
It's like Egypt. Egypt lost the war. They gave up that land in the south, and eventually Israel was nice enough to give it back. And look what happened. Hamas took it over, and a bunch of terrorists were doing.
You didn't fight the real fighters. The fucking Jordanian.
Oh, they're fake fighters.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Even the Jordanians were led by a British lieutenant general. It wasn't even Jordanians that were leading.
We're fighting AI bots. That's what we're fighting.
It wasn't even your army.
No, who told you that? No, they are a bunch.
I know the history.
Oh,
in 1948. 1948, the British were commanding the Royal Jordanian Army.
In the beginning, yes. In the beginning,
yeah.
Correct, in the beginning. Yeah. And then what happened? The King Hussein kicked them out, right?
After they won.
You lost
after they won in 49.
The wars.
Before they lost. No.
All the battles that you get lost.
After they captured the majority of the territory.
After they still lost.
After they captured East Jerusalem. After they captured the West Bank.
Fuck that. Like, you have zero clue about the fucking history. Like,
what do you mean?
I know they do. I know they use the.
Know how to answer.
We saw what Jordan did. They gave up that land. It's like, okay, we'll give up.
Who gave up? Exactly.
They used the Dome of the Rock for artillery storage.
Who gave up is the cowards. I don't give up. There's many people who didn't give up.
Okay, you and what army is not giving up?
Don't give up. You guys will keep dying. That's fine. That's fine by us, bro. You want to keep dying? No problem. Keep dying.
The leaders are fucking dictators, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but they're smart. Like Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Dubai, the UAE. Like they don't want to fight.
Hey,
They
David,
realize
did you
it's
hear
not
what
worth it.
did you hear what the UAE said, that their people can't go to England to study because they may be radicalized?
Because
England is becoming more radicalized by the day.
Yeah. Do you know Emirates?
No, he just hates radical Islam.
But exactly, how do you define radical Islam? Do you think every single Muslim is radical Muslim?
No, but over 100 million of them are.
Oh, do you count them? Did you fucking go your research? Like,
no, they
go
actually
one by
say
one?
it themselves, so we don't need to count them.
They admit it in public. They say it.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
The people that are supporting the radical Muslims. Like, I don't know how to explain it more.
You come up with the number. You said 100 million.
You can see them marching. You can see them. You can even see them marching in the USA. You can see them.
Go buddy. No, where do you come up with the number? This is my question.
All right.
So I have a question, Harry. Do you want the Palestinian to go extinct?
They want to go extinct, the Palestinian people?
Yeah.
No, I want them to stop wanting to have war and blood and anger and violence.
You know, before the World War,
I want them to live like normal human beings. Like you know what? The most of the world lives like normal human beings. You know, so that would be nice if they could too. That's it.
I think that's
what the Arab countries are finally waking up to the fact that it's better to be on the side of Israel and do business, trade, than it is to be combative. The only people that are left that are being combative is the people, the Hamas and Hezbollah.
And live life and enjoy your life, go on vacation,
exactly.
And eat food, and enjoy life, or do you want to live in fucking rubble in Gaza underneath terrorists who tell you that fucking Mohammed and all this is better than that?
You don't believe in multi-ethnic country. You want all immigrant deport, but you believe in the same way thing. At the same time, you believe coexistence is important. There is no coexistence, if you want.
There is coexistence. It's happening now.
Coexistence. Many countries in the world coexist with each other.
There's flights from Israel to the UAE, and they're doing business right now. Jews and people and Emiratis without any problem.
They believe in national identity.
They're not fighting. They're not blowing each other up. They're just doing business. I don't know why people in Hezbollah and Hamas wanted to blow each other up. It makes no sense to me. When you can
because
just
you guys have in Israel
because you know why, David? That's their business. That's how they make their money.
Identity. You have Arab, you have Jew, you have the Christian. What is the national identity? There is no national identity. That's why there is problem.
Identity of who? Of where?
You don't need a national. America doesn't have a national identity with religion.
And that's why they have a lot of crime in America.
Actually, that's not true.
Yes, that is true.
No, it's not true at all.
Yes, multicultural not good. Multicultural is there is competition, there is hatred, there is racism, there's
a lot of crime in every.
It is called an economic low trust society.
Crime will happen no matter what because that's just the human character.
Do you know what the meaning of low trust society?
It doesn't matter what culture you're from. Anybody will commit a crime. It doesn't matter. You can be from any culture and commit a crime.
And also,
look at because low trust society.
And also because
your point is not valid. It makes no sense what you're saying.
Yeah, because America has more freedom. Like, yes, we have more.
Europe have more freedom than America.
They're putting people in prison for Facebook posts.
They are not all communist countries, and they have all their religion, their ethnicity, their language, and they're proud of their history. Not like the other, settler countries that have no identity, national identity, and they have a lot of problem in the wars.
Okay, so like in France, they're putting in people in prison for saying negative things about race, and in the Arab world, they're killing people for being gay. The U.S. we don't do that, so yeah, there's going to be more crime because we give more leeway to freedoms.
Dude, you don't need to make an excuse. That was not even a logical point that he brought up. There's more crime. Like that makes no sense at all, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day,
you don't believe in national identity.
Every culture commits crime, bro. Every culture commits crimes. Our country has over 350 million
You don't
people
believe
in
in
it,
national
so
identity,
of course
you
there's
said,
going to be
right?
crimes.
And that's why I didn't agree
Yeah,
with
the
you.
national identity is being an American. That's the national identity.
It's
I
not.
don't
There
know
is no
what
American
more-
national
Well, I
identity.
guarantee you.
Yeah,
There
it's
is
being
white
American.
national identity. There is black.
if
There is
we-
Yeah, the
Hispanic.
national identity is American. I don't know
There is
more.
white.
Want me
There
to say
is
it
black.
again?
There is Hispanic.
The national identity is American. It's not that hard to understand.
Right, because we have black people, we have Spanish people, we have Jews, we have
Exactly.
Hindus, we have everyone.
American.
That is not good.
Of course it's good. Why do you
Wait,
think
how is that
America's one of
not
the
good?
powerful countries in the world?
Because
The
there is no
strongest economy in the
coexistence
world.
with different people. I don't trust the people.
Listen,
That's why
you know
it's
what's
called
not good is a country like your country in Africa, where you guys are still a third world
No.
country.
the low trust society. What is the low? China is high trust society because they are all homogeneous. Japan,
China is a communist country, and they have select crops, and they
South
make
Korea,
people work
all
for
these
no money there.
countries are high trust country. Not like India or Pakistan or Afghanistan. You know, those countries
Yeah,
are low trust
you're comparing
society.
third world countries to America, bro.
It's kind of crazy.
No,
Afghanistan, Pakistan, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, this
No,
is hilarious,
India is not even homogenous, right?
The long-term
There's a
society
lot of
is-
different sects
India
of.
has a caste system there, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many different religions in India, and yeah. So you can't say that's not even
I
China.
said East Asia country,
Like,
not India.
And,
India is
they're
low
all
trust
Indian,
society.
by the way.
like there's a lot of different sects of like Chinese people that believe in different religions, and
But
yeah,
they
so
believe all
it's not
they are Han
homogeneous.
Chinese. 93% are Han Chinese.
Well, no, like I mean, talk to like when I go to China, like the amount of people who are Cantonese or from Hong Kong who now live in China, like they don't believe in Mandarin. They don't speak Mandarin at all.
If you Google, there is 93% are Han Chinese ethnic. Han Chinese, one ethnicity. The other is Muslim, Uyghur, Inner
No,
Mongolia.
I
and
don't.
so on.
First of all, I don't believe those numbers. I've been to China many times, and yeah, I talked to people there, and no, I don't believe those numbers. With all due respect.
Yeah, because the northern part of the country is not good for human to live. On no man live, on the no man like the Mongolia and the Uyghur, and so on from Central Asia and the inner Mongolia, Mongol. It's because it's not good for farming. Only camel, goat, so on. The bacterial camel and goats and some horse. It is not good for humans. There is small valleys that is good for farming. That's why it is not good. Only 6% of the population live, half of the country, northern part of the country, and the other all live in the coastal region, which majority Han Chinese, And if Xi Jinping speak, all Han Chinese, they are organized. They hear him with one ear. In India, if Modi speak, there is different ear. You have Hindu, you have the Muslim, you have the Christian, you have a lot of atheists. You have different people that go with one ear, and you can't have nationalism in India. Without nationalism, there is no competition in industrial society. Nationalism is needed because you have to compete, you have to organize. Without it, you can't have a top-down society. And that's why a lot of countries that have a lot of problem, a lot of wars, a lot of like Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the richest countries. They have the most fertile land in Africa, but they have a lot of problem because of the religion, ethnicity, and language. And nation building, and that doesn't work.
That's because Muslims over there
Don't want anybody else to be another religion except Muslim. That's it.
And
Or die.
not
It's
only
that simple.
religion as well language.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's happening in the Democratic Republic of Chad. Same thing. It's like if you don't believe in the Muslim religion, then just start killing Christians and Jews.
If you see it from
It's not like the Christians are going and killing the Muslims. So it's not like a Muslim filtering the problem. It's a Muslim problem, actually. So
Yeah, yes, Muslim problems exist, but as well ethnic.
yeah, so it's not what you're saying in the beginning that it's a
Multiculturalism problem. It's a Muslim problem. It's that simple. Like I literally just you brought up an example yourself of Nigeria.
You literally admitted it yourself by saying Nigeria when you brought up Nigeria. The reason what's happening in Nigeria is because of Muslims, not because of any other religion.
I am agnostic. For me, I see things from outside. I I see it, objectively, not because I have a bias towards some religion. And if you see the world, different culture are incompatible. Some are superior, some are inferior.
I just explained to you why that's not true.
There is inferior culture and superior culture. There is no superior human.
Yeah,
there is no
why is America so successful?
inferior human being.
Why is America
there is cultures that are inferior and superior.
Dude doesn't listen, bro.
Yeah, America is like a mix of all religions, and there's nothing superior. So, like, how come that's successful? That's a good question.
How can we all serve in the same military and protect the country the same way?
American all speak English.
Follow the same laws, pay the same taxes. How can we all do that here when we're all from different cultures?
American speak all English, and their religion is Christian majority, right? You have the problem with the ethnicity. You have the black, you have the Mexican, who are Latin American, and some of them are Native American, And those people don't integrate together, So treating is white.
No, we don't have a problem with Mexicans as long as they're legal. Like,
bro,
the reason why there is a lot of crime.
Who doesn't integrate? The Somalis don't integrate. That's who doesn't integrate. But pretty much every other culture is pretty much integrating with each other. Like Chinese, Korean people will open up their shops in black neighborhoods, bro.
Why
is that not integrating?
Chinatown then.
There's Chinatown, but anybody can go to Chinatown.
Yeah, anyone.
Shit.
I go to Chinatown all the time. Yeah.
Integration.
It's open for everybody. That's integrating. They're in an American city, and it's open for Americans to come and shop in their American store in Chinatown in America. So that's integration too. Then I don't know what is, bro.
Like in Chinatown, just because there's a lot of Asian people in one area doesn't mean that they're anti-American or anti-black or anti-anything. Like you can go to Chinatown and buy the same thing anyone else can, whether you're Asian or
But you know what you can do, David, is you can't go to Somali daycare and ask to put in your white baby into Somali daycare. They'll tell you no, you can't. They don't take white babies there, and it's actually recorded of a Somali lady saying that. By the way, when they asked if they could bring their kid there, and it was a white guy saying that. So yeah, and you know what religion they were? They were Muslims. They were Muslims.
Somali must be deported,
Interesting. Interesting how they were Muslims from Somalia. So that's the point that I'm trying to make to you.
Somalis don't.
No, it's Somalis and Muslims, bro, because they're the ones that don't want to integrate.
The Somalis who are non-American citizens, yes.
Somali must be integrated.
Not all of them, bro. It doesn't matter if
they're not American citizens.
They're all anchor babies, David. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. They still don't want you in their culture.
Yeah, that's why, so Harry, I'm interested to see, because I know Trump wants to bring, the birthright citizenship to the Supreme Court. I'm curious to see how that comes out. Hopefully he does that this year.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, honestly, because that's how people take advantage of this system, bro. And that's the problem that we're seeing right now with these Somalis, bro, is that's what they're doing. They have their kids here who were born here 15, 20 years ago, and then they're the ones on Twitter and all this shit. They can speak perfect English. They have no accents because they've been living here. And they said, we're Americans, though. We're Americans. No, and you're Americans, but you don't want to integrate into this American society. So you guys want to actually take away from the American society, which is fucking crazy, and take advantage of the benefits that it is to be an American, So it's kind of fucking sad, bro. And then these Karen lefty idiot white women, are backing it up, bro.
Yeah,
Somalis
bro.
Even have a problem with other black.
Hold on, 1 second. 2 seconds. It's so obvious, right? It's like you come here to have a baby just so they can become a U.S. citizen and leverage that aspect, right? That doesn't make you a U.S. citizen, and it shouldn't, right? Because you had a baby in the U.S. under false pretenses. I mean, that should not be a thing. So I think Trump is right for going after.
If it is a thing, then assimilate to the American culture. You understand? Give back to the fucking American society. Don't say, okay, these are only Somali daycares, only Somali healthcare. No, that's not how it is in America. That's discrimination in America. So no, we shouldn't be doing that. That's the complete opposite. You should be, assimilating to the culture. Don't teach your kids Arabic or Swahili, whatever the fuck they speak there.
teach them English as the first language because that's the first language in America.
And also there's no Sharia law that should exist above U.S. law. But some of these people, at least they say on camera, is like, yes, I believe in Sharia law over U.S. law. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's not America. That's like whatever.
Well, and that's exactly why they're breaking the law, in Minnesota and those other states that they're in, because they see it exactly how you just explained it. They think they're above the law here in America, and that's fucking crazy. And no one is above the law in America, bro. And it's funny because that's exactly what the libtards say to when they protest against the police. No, they're not. No one's above the law. But yet you guys are fucking out there protesting for illegal immigrants who are coming in the country illegally. So why are they above the law? But the police aren't. Like, they're just hypocrites, bro. Everything they say is hypocritical.
Yeah, that's what they said about Trump. Like, no one's above the law, so we can prosecute Trump.
No, of course, they say it about Trump. They say it about the police, and then they don't say it about the illegal immigrants that are in the country or these Somalis that are defrauding everybody, bro.
Yeah, and then when
American tax-paying money, bro, like federal tax-paying money. So it's not just Minnesota taxpayers; it's also federal. So it could be yours and mine, and and Yaakov and whoever else is a taxpayer in here.
Yeah,
money going to these people frauding the system, bro.
And then when Trump's DOJ goes after some politicians, they're like, "Well, how can he do that? How can he go after these politicians? It's whatever they call it." I was like, "Well, I thought you guys said like no one's above the law. It doesn't matter if you're a politician or not. You came after Trump. I mean, Trump's DOJ can come after whoever. You're not above the law, right? I thought that was that was your thing."
Yeah,
I think every country has the right to take people who are incapable of integrating. Not people who are disintegrate or commit crime. And terrorism, and people who are not a good citizen for the country. And that is every country's right.
What did you think when MBS came to the White House? What did you think about that?
I think the Middle Eastern countries. I like more North African countries. Like Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt. I don't like Middle Eastern countries because they are.
What did you think of What did you think of Gaddafi?
The Middle Eastern countries are owned by a few countries. By a few families.
Yeah, but what did you think of in Libya, Gaddafi?
Gaddafi was good in the beginning.
Good? What?
In the beginning, he was good, but in
He actually was in the beginning, early in the beginning.
Yes, but then
he
became
freaked
not
out.
good. Became dictator.
Regardless of what you say about Gaddafi, the situation in Libya today is devastating, right? They would be better off with Gaddafi. You would be insane to think otherwise.
Yeah, but wasn't he responsible for killing a lot of people?
Yeah, but that amount of people.
But that's
and
okay.
The amount of devastation the country is in today, and the disparity.
I think they will be good in the future.
It would be better to have Gaddafi there.
Yeah, sure.
No. He was dictator. He was killing people.
Yeah, no, that's okay because there's a but there. But more people are dying now, is what he's saying. So it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. We have slavery there.
As long as he killed a couple 100,000 people.
The right people. As long as he killed the right
peace.
people.
He brought the peace, right?
As long as he killed the right people.
It's like Yakov. What did they say about Mussolini? The trains ran on time, so he's okay.
You can't have another how can I put that? You can't say otherwise because we see the slavery over there. We see the disparity of the country. They don't have. It's like worse than Somalia in Libya right now, and it used to be one of the best countries in Africa, right? So okay, he wasn't the best leader. He was a dictator, but they needed him to have that country functioning, and they would need him a couple more hundreds.
They don't. That's just, you're making excuses. If the people really wanted to, somebody could step up and take control and say, hey, you know what? We want to change this country. It's the people there that can't do it, bro. It has nothing. They're not stopped. Taking Gaddafi out was the best thing because somebody could have stepped up and said, you know what? Let's do better for our people. Let's do better for our country. But they never would because they're hypnotized there and brainwashed by Islam. You understand?
So it's a virus that they have in these countries there that fucked their countries up, and they're always going to be fucked until that gets out of there.
So why not let him be there then? Why did the West?
Because
I don't know.
he was
Go
a
ask
bad
Hillary
guy.
Clinton that.
He was
Go
a
ask
bad
Hillary
guy.
Clinton.
But that
Go ask
happens
Obama.
every time. It happens
Go
every
ask
time.
Obama and Hillary Clinton. Don't ask me, bro.
Yeah, but that happens every time.
Yeah, it was Obama that let that happen. That's
I don't know what you want from me, bro. That's Obama, bro. That's
Yeah,
the
but
Democrats,
now-
bro.
No, it's
now we
Hillary
have-
Clinton.
Now we have
But she was
Israel
just the Secretary of
recognizing.
State.
I
He
know.
was
I'm
the
just
president.
kidding around.
Now we have Israel recognizing the state of Somaliland. Why? Why are you doing this type of stuff?
You know why?
Why do they care?
Because it's distinct. It's different than Somalia.
Because what's
But
happening now
why
It
do
was
you
in
care?
1960. Hold on. In 1960, the 5 permanent U.S. Security Council members recognized the country of Somaliland. It was British Somalia, and there was Italian Somalia. They were merged later, but originally in 1960, everyone recognized Somaliland.
Yeah, they recognized all the colonies, but then the people of Somaliland were like, "Hey, we are Somalis, and the Italian Somaliland are Somalis. Let's merge and be one
but then
country."
everything went to shit in the early 90s, and the Somalilanders were like, "Screw this, we're better off on our own." And guess what? It's like Eritrea and Ethiopia.
Not really.
The same as
They're going to be better off without the garbage in the South.
No, the thing here is
Whoa,
the thing here is that you guys are intervening in stuff that you have nothing to do with.
We are
right?
not. No one's intervening.
Oh my!
We didn't start the Somali thing. That was them.
They declared themselves independent.
Not one country.
Not one single.
That the entire world is obsessed with Israel.
Yeah.
Every little thing that happened with Israel, but when Israel is like recognizing an independent state that actually has elections, has a flag, has borders, that is the bad thing, and we should not be dealing with. You know what? If that is the rule, then please, the entire world, deal with your own shit and don't talk about Israel.
Exactly, brother. It's like Iran complaining that Israel is meddling in Iran. Come on, man. You know, for Iran to complain about Israel meddling in Iran is really like the kettle calling the pot black.
But the thing here is that Israel, they want to have this fight with Turkey, who is going to be the boss in the Middle East or in the area.
No.
And
Israel,
because the Turkish people have found oil in Somalia, and they are in bed with Mogadishu and trying to
Turkey doesn't need that. Turkey has access to a lot of.
The problem with Turkey is they hosted Hamas.
And then not one single country in this world, not even those that have colonized Somaliland, the Englishman wants to recognize them as a country because they are not a country, right? They are part of Somalia. The people that lives there, just one tribe wants to be a own country, right? Then Israel goes there and tells them, hey, we will recognize you, but you have to carry the Israeli flag and pretend that you love us. Can you imagine the desperation of the Israelis, that they go to poor people and tell them, we're going to recognize you. In exchange, you have to wear our flag and pretend that you love us.
You're in the wrong room, bro.
They're so desperate.
But that
you're making this up.
This is what
David, why is not America recognizing them? Why is India not recognizing them? Why don't you get help?
Joe, you're just making shit up. No one was
demanding America
them.
Not recognizing
Hold on.
I thought you had allies.
Hold on. It has nothing to do with America. Israel is a sovereign state. It's an independent state. We are not a
so you're going to be the only country that recognize them?
Yeah. What's the problem? Yes, we are the first. Not the only.
Always the first.
And there was never a deal. And there was never a deal with the people. There was never a deal with the people that they have to love us. No, they love us because they appreciate us. Because what we did for them is recognize what the entire world is doing for the Palestinians. But the Palestinians have nothing. They don't have a state. They don't have a government. They don't have a judicial system.
Recognize the Palestinians. Don't recognize Somaliland.
But Palestinians we cannot recognize because it doesn't exist and it's a Nazi ideology.
But Somaliland exists.
But Somaliland, they have elections for like 3 decades where the opposition wins. They are fighting terrorism. Why not? Like,
but I thought the Palestinians had elections and Hamas won.
No, they had an election. Hamas
won.
Hold on. They won the majority But in a democracy,
so they have
hold
elections.
on, listen.
Wait, let him
listen to
finish,
me.
bro.
Let me finish. Like, this is why you're so ignorant, because you listen to half a sentence. They had elections. In elections, you have a position and you have a coalition. I don't know if you know how democracies work. It's not like a totalitarian.
Please teach me.
So hold up. They want the majority, and then they executed the opposition. And since then, they didn't have an election. So no, they don't have elections. Something that happened 20 years ago. You know, people are saying, "Oh, half of the Gaza are children." Meaning, half of Gaza didn't even elect them.
So why didn't you recognize them 20 years ago?
We gave them a state 20 years ago, but again, there's nothing to recognize because there is no state. Palestinianism is about destroying Israel. It's not about creating a state. This is why they will never, ever, ever have a state. Somaliland, on the other hand, is a functioning democracy.
Yeah, for the record,
Israel completely extinct.
Israel pulled out of Gaza.
Not the people, the states. The people can go anywhere. They can go back to Jordan, they can go to Egypt, they can go to the moon. I don't give a fuck. They will not get a state on our land. That's it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, Jordan doesn't want any Palestinians.
No one wants it, but we also don't want them.
They tried to kill the king.
We also don't want them.
But David, 80% of the population in Jordan is Palestinians. Don't listen to this propaganda.
No, exactly.
They don't want that. They don't want to
No, but that's why I saw what happened.
You agree with me.
The only unwanted people in this world.
You agree with me.
The only people that are unwanted is the Jews. The Jews.
No, but dude,
the Europeans don't want the Jews.
No, Joe, we have a state.
Nobody wants the Jews.
We don't need anybody to want us. We have a state.
109 countries.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. We have a state. Right now, we have a state. But the Palestinians, as you said yourself, Jordan is Palestine, and they should get the fuck back to Jordan. I agree with you 100%. You did not dismiss what I said. I agree with you.
The king doesn't want them.
They're already there, David.
The same problem what the Jews have in Europe.
Let them kill each other. I don't give a fuck.
Daniel, I have friends from Somaliland. They have connections with the government. The deal was that they have to carry Israeli flags, and they have to pretend that they like Donald Trump personally.
Your friend is not from Somaliland. Your friend is from Somalia, or he supports Somalia. There was no deal.
I promise you.
Listen to me. It's very hard because they are trying to ask us not to use the word retard, but it's really hard with you guys. Do you honestly believe that the government signed the deal that the population must love Israel? Are you fucking retarded?
I promise you. 70,000 flags.
Can you show me? Okay, amazing. Okay,
yes,
so the
I can show
government
you a
signed
video.
this. Okay. So the government signed it. Can you show me where the government sent the message to all the Somaliland? From now on, it's by law. You have to love Israel and here is your flag.
Dude,
how dumb are you?
I can show you a video. They said to the factory in Somaliland, you have to print out 70,000.
He's calling diplomatic relations recognition.
Why not use your brain? They were like 3 decades.
It's normal.
They asked for 3 decades for recognition, and then Israel, the first country to recognize them. Why would they be happy?
You think you can?
Why would they be happy? Why would they be happy?
You can kill other Muslims. You think you can kill other Muslims?
Nobody wants to kill Muslims. Nobody wants to kill
Can you
Muslims.
answer me? Can you answer my question?
That's because the situation in Somalia is fragile.
Can you answer my question? Is the Somaliland...
They will accept white European Jews.
Can you listen to my question?
Never
happened. The Somalilanders wanted recognition for decades, and they did everything needs to be done to be eligible for a state, okay? Everything, okay? From they have their own currency, they have their own flag, they have elections, actual elections where opposition wins.
I love it.
So, and then when Israel recognizes them, why do you think we need to trust them in order to love Israel? Of course they will love Israel. Because we are the first one to recognize their independence. Why do you think we need to manipulate them? Like, just put yourself in a Somalilander's shoe, okay? That you are fighting for independence. And then finally, a country, not just a small country, a nuclear-powered country, a leader in the Middle East recognizes you. Allegedly, yes, according to foreign... So Palestine is recognized by 150 countries, but it doesn't exist. while Somaliland exists and Israel recognizes it. That is the reality, not the propaganda, dude. And I don't know what your Somalilander friend told you, but either you are lying or he's lying.
You don't think that shit would be made public? Like there'd be an article about it publicly, like all Somaliland people have to carry flags. Like he left.
You see the profile, my profile picture. That's the Somali.
Everything is like, you know, everything is the Mossad. Everything is like this. Like you guys are so weak, so pathetic that we are like 0.2% of the world, and we control every aspect of your life. You know everything about our land. You know everything. You know about our politician. You know the names of Israeli parliament members. I know shit about Somaliland. No one knows who's the Hamas leader. No one gives a fuck who runs Lebanon. But in Israel, you would know all the 120 parliament members because there is an obsession with Islam against Jew. It's a jihad. And Somaliland is against this ideology, this terrorist ideology. This is why people like your friend hates them. Somali, yes, but there are Muslims and there's Muslims. There's the Dubai and UAE, which is one kind of Muslim, which are fighting terrorism and extremism. And you have Qatar and the IRGC that thrive on it. And you can see also what countries they have. One is a shithole and one is a success. So you want to join the axis of the shitholes, enjoy it. Somaliland did the right choice, or we did the right choice in Somaliland.
Yeah, Somaliland is the right choice. The thing we need to discuss is about the grand theory that will explain everything that happened in the past, the present, and even with this theory,
this guy is wrong. Please take him, man. This guy don't understand logic. Take him down, please.
Hold on, let him speak, bro.
What is the grand theory?
If you allow me to present it to you, you will also be able to predict certain events that will eventually happen. So when you have a theory, whether or not you want to see if it's true or not, you need to test it by 3 criteria. And if it passes this test, it means this theory is true. So what kind of test am I talking about here?
No, what is the theory? We have our own critical thinking. We don't need you to also tell us why the thing that you're saying is right. Tell us the theory and let us use our own brains. We like to chew our own food.
So first, you need to do, does this
what is
model
the theory?
Patience. It's a long presentation.
Whatever, in college class.
You don't have the time.
You cannot summarize the theory because we are ADD. We don't have
give us the elevator pitch.
If you have a little bit of patience, maybe eventually you will be satisfied.
I'm a doctor and I have a lot of patience. I don't need any more patience. Thank you.
Yeah, patience is earned, not.
No, it seems like you're starting with the test of proving why.
I don't know you. You think I'm
No, it's okay. It just means that you started explaining why your theory is right. But can you please start with the theory? What is the theory?
The theory, it's not the theory. It's briefly explanation what went down in the past history. What have been happening for the last 10, 20
That
weeks.
is not theory. History is not theory.
And also prediction of some future events that
My God, this guy is crazy.
So,
can you tell? Okay.
The purpose of me trying to do this is...
he's not saying anything. Let's have somebody... Let's get
Why
somebody
not just listen, Kay? We give you another chance. Do you want to share with us your theory, or you want to
make a theory?
10 words or less.
The theory is, I believe that the Earth will continue spinning.
You don't have the patience to listen.
We have a lot of patience.
I know this is Clubhouse. You want to talk.
Not saying anything.
Yeah, but you need to not waste our time and kind of be like, imagine that you're on a radio show,
okay,
or a TV show.
You will be satisfied. I don't think it's a waste of time at all because I don't think.
You should start a podcast.
It's not a theory like with 2 words you can explain. You need to use multiple words and it will take a long time.
But I understand. But explain the theory.
Words for me,
I understand.
To transfer.
I understand. But you're using a lot of. I understand. But you're doing a very big intro. And using a lot of words.
The intro,
can you go to the specifics?
It's necessary for you to connect this theory. It includes.
Listen, even a professor, he has a synopsis. You can make a synopsis for us even PhDs, very educated people, are able to summarize their work in one sentence.
Yeah, so you have a thesis and a hypothesis, and then we work from there.
And then we will ask questions.
So you have to make a statement.
Is the
You have to
summary,
make
actually. I'm trying to summarize a whole research book.
Okay, give us a 2 or 3 sentence summary.
Professor in.
We give you 2 or 3 sentences.
We don't need the hypothesis. Can you give us the thesis? Can you give us the understanding?
The summary.
Yes.
The essence.
My question to you all: do you have the patience to stay muted for 5 minutes?
No.
That's not a thesis.
You don't have the patience.
We have answered you.
A long time
No.
for theory.
If I was like a gun to the head, give it to us in 2 minutes. Can you do that? Gun to the head.
It's not possible to do it in 2 minutes.
Well, that's. That's funny.
I took care of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like that. That's like a.
Don't waste too much of our time. Come on.
Yeah, in the head, those Palestinians exist. I have question before the Jew explosion of the Jew from the Middle.
Before the Jew.
Those
He said before the Jew.
Canaanite tribe, right? In the present day Israel, and at that time, how many tribes existed in the from the Canaanite tribe?
What are you talking about? When you're talking about 3,000 years ago?
Yes.
None of them exist anymore. The Canaanites,
what
I don't know where they are. Time passed, people moved, people integrated. The Canaanites don't exist. The Amaleks don't exist. The Plishtim don't exist anymore.
No, she's dead over here, bro.
Like none of them exist anymore.
The Canaanite is part of the, there
Now-
was different
now is
Canaanite tribes.
Yeah, but what is your point?
Now
What is your point?
is a region. It's a region that we were Canaanites, but it doesn't exist anymore because we were on the land of Canaan.
Present Israel.
Okay, let's
don't
say
exist anymore.
like some random tribe exists in some random place. Like, what is your point then?
Because yes, there was assimilation, right? But do you think the Palestinians are just converted Jew to Islam?
No, Palestinians is an ideology. It's not. They were created as an ideology in the mid.
It's people from Syria, Egypt. They're from many different countries.
Yeah, and they can.
They came from different. They came in the last 150 years because of employment opportunities created by Jewish settlers. That's where most of the Palestinians, the population grew at the same time as the Jews kept building cities.
Right.
That's who they are. They're from all over the Middle East.
Right. And Israel would give them opportunities to work, to cross the border, and they would do that, as long as they were law-abiding, people,
We have 2 million Arabs in Israel. Palestinians
and there's Arabs in the Knesset, right, Daniel?
Yeah. And the Palestinianism, it's about destroying Israel. It's not about Arabs. We have no problem with Arabs because we have many Arabs, millions of them in Israel. There are 0 Jews in Gaza. There are 0 Jews under the Palestinian Authority. There are 4 Jews in Egypt, not 4,000, not 4 million, actual 4. I don't know how many in Lebanon, if at all. Dude, that is the reality, okay? Not us doing the ethnic cleansing and the genocide. We are the one that genocide and ethnic cleansing is committed on us. And now we have our own state, which is a Jewish state. It's not just for Jews, but it's for people that are willing to live with Jews. And if your ideology is that it's about killing Jews, then we would kick you out. I think it's fair.
And Daniel, just for the record, like, what did when Hamas got elected in Gaza? What did they say? Did they say death to the Jews? Death, they changed their charter, but in the beginning, they were very
they changed the charter in
anti-Jewish,
2017. Right? They were elected in 2006 with a charter that basically calls to kill all Jews. This is what they were elected on. And this is what the Palestinians are. Instead of electing any government that will create a Palestinian state or do anything for the Palestinians, they elected a government that basically using the Palestinians as a weapon against Jews. And you know what? This is exactly what happens. This is why you have so many Palestinians that are dying, because Palestinians are a weapon. It's a nation of weapons, refugees, stateless people
I think the
that are
figure
used
they
to
will get
attack
extinct,
Jews.
you know, and you have free Palestine, free Israel from Arabs, you know, they will get extinct.
What?
Palestinian will get extinct in the future, you know. There is no Palestinian will be left, you know.
That's fine. That's fine. We don't need Palestinians. Again, it's all about Arabs. It's about an ideology, same as like Nazism. You know, there's German, which is like a national identity. Palestinianism is Arab Nazism.
I believe, you know, the Palestinian, you know, I don't believe in violence, you know. But if there was
Palestinians do believe in violence, but Palestinians have two modes, okay? Either they are an aggressor who will kill you all, or like,
aggression is not good because you have to defend yourself.
Okay, it's admirable that you don't think about violence, but you mean their ideology is like to the river to the sea, which means killing all the Jews from the river to the sea.
You know, you can't take the Jews.
Yeah, but that's what they scream. That's what they yell about in protests.
It will never happen because the Jew will never leave.
But that's what they say.
No, what will happen is that they will be kicked out, back to their homes, back to Jordan, and back to Egypt.
The two group, you know, I think it's...
it's not two groups. It's not two groups. It's not two groups, dude. It's not two groups, okay? It's like one group that says, we want to live, and the other group that says, we want to kill you. And there will never be a compromise, and there will never be like an agreement, because what they want is to eradicate us, and we want to exist. And there is no compromise, and we will not meet them in the middle.
You know, fear of domination, dominated by the Jew or by the Muslim, you know? There is
we don't have any fear. We don't have any fear of domination. It's our country. We dominate. It's a Jewish state. If you want to live with us in peace, you are more than welcome. This was the statement from the beginning of Israel, from the Declaration of Independence, to the Arabs that live in Israel and to the surrounding Arabs. That is the message all the time. But if your ideology is about eradicating us,
big mistake. You know, why you guys talk the Arab with you? It will better the place where the Jew live to take it. You know, to make country. The Arab, you know, you will never have the problem that today. You know
what?
From the beginning, you guys divided.
No. That's nonsense. Because we were in Iraq and they did the same thing. We were in Poland, they did the same thing. We were in Spain, they did the same thing. So, but in all those cases, we were the minority and we were subjugated. And now we are the majority and we have self-determination. We set the rules. We control. And we, unlike the Arabs, we say you are welcome to live with us. There's only one condition. You cannot go around and killing Jews. If that is a high bar for you, then we will kick you out. If this is acceptable to you, you are more than welcome to live with us and enjoy our food.
Nationalism, and you know it very well. You know, nationalism is that came 200 years ago. It is full of
Palestinianism,
fear of getting dominated by others.
No, you are right in a sense, but Palestinianism was created not even 75 years ago, in the 60s of last century, after all nation state, after they rejected their own national state. I mean, there was a partition plan to divide the land, what now they would wish they would have accepted, and they said no. And then they had the borders that now they wish they had of 67, and yet they launched an attack against Israel. The Palestinianism, unlike any other national identity, is a political ideology that is about eradicating Jews. It's not about creating a Palestinian state. If Israel had lost the war in 1948, the land would have been divided between Syria, Jordan, and Egypt. There would be no Palestinian state. No one was ever discussing a Palestinian state. The talks about Palestinian state started in the 60s, after Israel was there. And they called it Palestine in order to basically kind of connect themselves into the land. And what they created a nation of stateless people that forever will stay refugees. And if anyone really cares for those Arabs in Palestine, they should reject the idea of Palestine, because it doesn't one.
I don't, you know, although I'm agnostic, you know, I am not, but I don't like, you know, humiliate a group of people. You know, for example, the Kurds are humiliated in the Middle East. You know it very well. You know?
But you are talking about an ethnicity. I'm talking about an ideology. Let me say this, okay?
Do you don't believe the Kurds are humiliated in the Middle East?
I'm not talking about the Kurds. I'm talking about the Palestinians. Listen, if I would say Nazis, okay, you would understand that I'm not talking about an ethnicity or a race. It's about an ideology. It's something that someone believes, not someone what they are. Okay, those are Arabs, and what makes them Palestinian is an ideology that says we need to kill Jews and take back the land that was stolen from us. This is the story that they are told, and this is the ideology. Unfortunately, it's not about creating the state. It's not about doing anything. You know what? Let me ask you. In the last 75 years, name one thing that the Palestinians did for themselves. One good thing that they did for themselves. One good decision, action, move, improvement, anything. Nothing. They are doomed to be miserable and stateless.
If you read about biology in nature, if the two birds, who are the same and in one strong, and the if not to say 100 to 100 birds, right? And they have two problem, in food shortage. They have to adopt other type of food. On the dominant one will dominate them, and the other will be extinct or to adopt other type of food to survive. That is the same in human. There is a survival technique. People who are dominated, fear of extinction. Tribal fear.
That is not true. That is not true.
Fear that
I understand. I understand. It does not apply. I understand. It does not apply to this case. The Palestinians have no fear of extinction. The Palestinians have, as I told you before, two modes. One, let's kill all the Jews, and the other one, oh my God, we are being genocided. Nothing about coexistence, nothing about fearing. They don't fear shit, okay? They are crybabies when we attack back, and when we don't, they are very brave to call our extinction. Don't try to compare it to any other national identity. It's an ideology. If you want to compare it to anything, compare it to Nazism.
Nazism is expansionist ideology, it is not nationalist. Expansionist
of course, yes, and Islam is an expansionist, but Palestinians is a they're
not expansionist. I believe
Nazis expansionist. Yes, expansionist is one thing, but there was another thing which is about propaganda against Jews and this war against eradicating Jews.
How German was the expansionist.
Yes, sweetie, they were also blonde, okay? That does not mean that is the entire definition. Nazis were also spreading wild propaganda against Jews, and were actively working, by the way, also with the Palestinians about the final solution of eradicating all the Jews, which is exactly what the Palestinians stand for. So here you can see the comparison. Yeah, it's not exactly the same. One is in Europe, one is in the Middle East, one is Arab, one is German. Not 100%, but the ideology is the same, which is about the eradication of Jews. Now, if I will talk to you about Nazis, you will not compare it.
You believe that.
I know it will not happen, but this is why I'm saying that they will stay stateless forever, because they will keep on trying and trying and trying, and the world will keep on saying two-state solution. The Palestinians, they don't speak about a two-state solution.
I don't think the Jews will be happy as Palestinian, living humiliated forever. They will never be happy, in the future. Maybe
we don't care if they're happy or not.
In the future,
listen, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter if they're happy or not. If they want to be happy, they should give up this ideology of Palestinianism, and they should go back home to Jordan or to Egypt and start their life, live their life, take care of their children, go to school, go to work, build a business. This is what they need to do. But as long as the world keeps on encouraging this ideology, they will stay stateless, refugees. It's the only people that we have in the world that are stateless as a concept. Do you know any other people that are born refugees? Only the Palestinians.
The Kurds in the Middle East. There is a reason why the Middle East is not peaceful, like North Africa.
Because of the Islamism, because of the jihad. This is why Israel is not starting any war with no one. We don't start any war, but we will win every war.
For the Kurdish state to have state, don't bring refugee in Europe.
there is a major
again, you are Kurds are a distinct ethnicity. They have their language. You are keep on comparing. I told you, if you want to compare it to anything, let's compare it to Nazis. And then maybe you'll understand why we cannot live side by side and why they don't have any legitimacy to their claim. Because it's about Nazism, not about an ethnicity, not about a people, not about a race. I have no problem with Arabs or Muslims. Again, we have 2 million of them. Quarter of Israel is Arab Muslims. That is not the problem. The problem is Palestinianism, which is Arab Nazism. So if you want to compare it, don't compare it to Kurdistan or to Kurds or to Yazidis or to any other group of people that are distinct. It's about an ideology. It's what they believe, not who they are.
I understand your opinion, but I think in the future we'll see, whether Palestinians will get extinct or they'll have something, I don't know what will happen.
Listen, I can tell you that they will not get a state. Now, they will probably stay in this situation for another generation or two. Maybe now some of them will go out. The problem is that no country will accept them. No one wants them. Not even their home countries, Egypt and Jordan. I mean, the Arabs, the Palestinians that are in Judea, were all given nationality by Jordan. And then Jordan stripped their nationality. Not our problem. It's their problem and the Jordanians' problem. But Jordan is like the majority Palestinians. They should go there and start living their lives. Instead of wasting their life and their children on this ridiculous holy war against Jews that they keep on losing again and again and again and again and again. We understood, many Israelis believe in this fantasy of two-state solution, okay? Me included. That was my vote in the parliament. But following 7th of October and what is happening in the world, the masks are off. They're very honest about what they want. None of them is calling for a two-state solution. You can also go and listen to the entire world, from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free.
If the war started, somebody lost his family member, they get angry, Because it's how it's working.
No. This is maybe an Arab mentality. Let me tell you about what Jews do. I know Jews that lost members of their family. None of them went to kill random Arabs. You know what they did instead? They started an organization that will help Palestinians to get treatment in Israeli hospitals. We are different than you. Name me one person, and we have thousands of attacks. We have tens of thousands of victims, and they have a lot of families. None of them went out and just slaughtered an Arab. So no, it's not an excuse because your father killed someone or fired a rocket and then Israel basically hit back and your child died. If you want to continue the cycle of violence, we would kill you again. And that is 100%. We will kill anyone that wants to kill us. And I think it's fair. And if they don't want to die, they should stop killing us.
Self-defense is fair.
Listen,
but
my request,
it is a problem,
No, it's not a problem because my request is very, very minimal. Just don't kill us. And if for you it's outrageous and something that they cannot manage, then fuck them. They're terrorists if they cannot hold themselves from killing Jews.
Did we get to where? What's his name? Akavango. Where are you from? Akavango. Wow. Really?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, no, now I do. Where are you from, my friend?
I am Eritrean. I told you in the beginning,
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't here. What country?
Eritrea,
Where is that?
It broke off from Ethiopia many years ago.
Even northern Ethiopia are away.
Is there people that want to kill you guys just for being you?
Well, yeah, we have Ethiopian. Ethiopian don't like the northern people.
The Ethiopians want to kill you, right?
But in the past, not not right now,
Not right now. But how about tomorrow? Do they want to kill you?
We have a problem in the past because, but we don't have problem right now.
They won the Civil War.
Who did? These people?
Eritrea. There was a civil war.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a return in Israel. We have Ethiopians in Israel.
Yeah.
We accept everybody, dude. That's the difference.
I believe
Maybe it's a mistake, but we do.
is not good, you know. I have my opinion, you have your opinion. You know? Multi-ethnic, multicultural, multi-religion
Wait,
country.
you have your
is not
opinion
safe.
of what? Wait, what's your opinion?
Multiculturalism is bad these days.
Okay. Well, we have the Romans to thank for that.
Yeah, multiculturalism is just like an idea. It doesn't mean anything.
No, my whole point is, I hear Daniel all the time saying, like, why the fuck are we having a problem? Like, everybody has a problem with Jews defending themselves. Like, we're the only ones not allowed to have people that want to kill us, that we kill them back because they want to kill us, murder us. Why are we the only people on the earth that people are like, fuck you, you can't defend yourself? And people will argue to their blood, dude, that dirty, stinking Jews. Like, what the fuck?
You know, BB, you want to hear something funny? Maybe not funny, but you want to hear something?
That's a big fucking problem.
It is. I agree with you. So, like, me and Harry were in a room with a bunch of black people, right? And we're having, like, a great discussion back and forth. And this one guy was being pretty crazy, right? Being pretty racist against white people. But it's okay. We're just hanging out. And then Resistance comes in the room and he starts yelling about Jews, right? And then Harry was, like, going against him a little bit. And then someone kicked Resistance out. And all of a sudden, all these black people were like, who's the Jew in the room? Who's the Jew? Who's the Jew? All of a sudden, it turned into, like, an anti-Jewish room. And we were talking for, like, a couple of hours about, like, white and black politics and Trump and all that. But because Resistance came in the room and opened the discussion about Jewish people, it turned into, like, who's the Jew in the room? It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, because the reality is, and people are probably going to disagree, but
you know,
Jew hatred is at the highest it's ever been in history. It's the highest it's ever been, even pre-Holocaust. Jew hatred is higher than them right now.
But now we have an army and now we have a nation, so just come and try.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. But the left, the right, they're all starting to hate Jews. That's the fucked up part. Pardon? What? Like earlier, we were joking in here. We were pretending, or was it Jeff's room? Yeah, we were like pretending we were Muslim, and a Muslim guy came in, and we're like, Kif halak, alhamdulillah, salam alaikum. He's like, salam alaikum, brother. Alhamdulillah. We're like, what do you think of the Jews? The guy's like, fuck, kill all the Jews. I'm like, kill all the Jews. I'm like, whoa. Everybody report this guy. He goes, no. I don't mean like all the Jews. I just mean like, he started stuttering.
No, he said the bad Jews. He said just the bad Jews.
Just the bad Jews. Like, what the fuck?
I think racism is not good, you know, or hatred for other group. You can have hatred for individual group, you know.
Can you? Is it okay to hate Nazis as a group?
You know, they have ideology, but my soldiers were not.
I'm asking you a simple question. Is it okay that we hate Nazis?
But a lot of innocent people killed. Innocent German people killed.
I understand, but so do you think that we shouldn't have stopped the Nazis because some Germans would be killed, some German Nazis would be killed?
Nazis on both sides.
Yes.
There's some good Nazis on both sides, right?
You know, a lot of innocent German killed because of the Nazis.
There's nothing. No. The word innocent has nothing to do with
innocence. Even Germans, he said Nazi.
Nationalism
it has nothing to do with innocence because you're talking about criminals.
Blind people, you know, they don't see what happened in the patriotic people blind. You know, they don't see what is right, what is wrong. You know, but if you see that a lot of innocent German, how he don't believe in the ideology, died. You know,
they should have left.
Where they go, their country, you know, there is no other country except refugees.
Really, not a problem, dude. The same thing. If Lebanon decides to let Hezbollah use their homes to launch rockets, we will launch back. And if civilians die, it's not because of us. It's because they're launching rockets from hospitals or from mosques or from schools. That is the problem. We would defend ourselves and we would not apologize for it, and we should not apologize for it. And again, my condition was, you don't want to die, just don't kill us. It's very, very simple. I'm not asking for too much. You want to have peace in the Middle East? Just don't attack Jews. Listen, I would love, because we're spending a lot on military, not just money. Each Israeli needs to spend like at least 3 years in the army. We don't want to do this, but we have to. So we are also not happy about it, but we will not apologize when we kill those that want to kill us. And if they want to sacrifice their children, it's sad, but it's not on us.
Self-defense is right for everybody, you know, but innocent people die, you know, that's that problem. A kid and a woman and who can't defend themselves. That's a big
no. That is propaganda.
But
a kid and a woman. First of all, a woman is very much capable of strapping up an explosive and blow up, and they did. A woman can very much hold a knife and stab someone, and they did. And a woman can hijack a plane, and they did. Now let's go to the children. A 14-year-old and his brother can go around in Jerusalem, stab people, and they do. And a 9-year-old can carry explosives, and they do. So those are the children. So let me tell you this. Those so-called children, unfortunately, lose their special protection. If you use a hospital to launch rockets, the protection for the hospital is gone. We, as a humanity, we should keep those protections. But the left and the UN and all those idiots, instead of pointing the fingers of those that are exploiting it, they are blaming the Jews for killing them. But I tell you this, now we are done apologizing. We do not apologize for it because there is nothing to apologize.
I think I feel, you know, I feel you what you will, you know, you guys have persecuted in the whole world, and self-defense is one of the important things. You know, if you somebody want to kill you, you know, you have to defend yourself. You know, it is. But I think that the Muslim in the one is not Israel. You know, if they accept to the solution, well, it will be better than, you know, a lot of people died because they don't accept it. You know,
better for who? Better for who? Yeah, I think you are missing a very crucial point that I think I told you.
For the Palestinian,
but dude, you're not listening to me.
And for the
no, but you're not listening to me. It will not be a good solution for them. It's not what they want. You still don't understand what Palestinianism is. It's not about creating a two-state solution. Because if it was, they had at least 10 times, starting from the partition plan, 248, to Yasser Arafat, to with Bill, like many offers. They always said no, because Palestinianism is not about creating a state. It's not about the Palestinians even. It's about the Jews. It's about killing Jews. That's it.
Okay,
not more, not less.
Daniel, why did it take you this long to figure that out? Why did it take you till the end of the war, once Hamas has already been, like, you know...
It's been saying the same thing for quite some time. This isn't a new revelation.
It's not saying Palestinianism is Nazism. This is a new talking point.
No, he
said Palestinianism is Nazism. That's what he says now. This is a new idea.
Nationalism is an element, you know, that's why he's saying.
But it's the same. It's the same thing that I said. You know,
but Nazism is
you waited till the war was over so you move the goalposts. Now we gotta get all the
No, I'm trying to answer. Can I fucking try and answer you without you keep on talking? Okay. I always said the same thing. You always heard the wrong thing. When I told you, for example, the problem is not Hamas, you went on a rant. Daniel wants to kill everybody. He says everyone is a legitimate target. You went on this rant because you don't want to understand. I always said that it's not about Hamas. And then, all Palestinians, because you were not listening. If you are willing to listen.
About Hamas. You said, we don't care. We're not trying to go after Palestinians. We only are going after Hamas. Your government says that. That's been the narrative until recently.
Not my narrative.
Shifted 180.
No, and I said from the beginning that this was a very wrong decision by Israel to say it was about Hamas. Because factually, it's not true. If you had listened to, for example, the hostages that came out, Biba's family, for example, Who held them? Do you know? Do you know who held the Bibas family and killed them? It wasn't Hamas. Do you know who did?
Yeah, but
no, you don't.
Some civilians participate doesn't mean.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Yes or no? Do you know? If not, I will continue.
No, I don't know. But Daniel, just
so
because some Palestinian civilians participate doesn't mean all did.
It doesn't matter. First of all,
they all die collective punishment.
No, because you're talking because you don't want to listen. What I want you to understand, first of all, and this is your problem, which is, by the way, Eagle's problem. You have an option of 0 or 100. You don't understand gray. You don't understand nuances. If I don't say,
this is
if
like
I say
gray genocide, we're just going to do a gray genocide, like a lukewarm.
Listen, Buttercup, if you're not going to listen, you're going to take your straw man to Harvard. Maybe there it will work. Here we have intelligent people.
What straw man means? You just throw that word.
Yes, when you make up a shit that I never said, and it is. When you create an argument that I didn't make and then you argue against it, that is straw manning. So stop doing it. Now, what I told you many times and you refuse to accept, and maybe it will sound familiar, that it's not Hamas. And it's not about the Hamas. And Hamas is just a name. And already on 7th of October, there were few militant groups, including thousands of civilians. And what we saw, that you called it a porno and all kinds of disgusting, shameful things, what we saw is we saw the people in Gaza. And the masks are off, not just from Gaza, from the entire pro-Pali. Even you, be honest, when you go to pro-Palis, if you don't call for the full eradication of Israel, you are considered as a traitor, a Zionist. No one is talking about a two-state solution. In all of your Nazi supporting demonstrations that you're having in the West, no one is saying peace now, or we want to have a two-state, or like some people, yeah, maybe they're mumbling to themselves.
Don't forget.
I am paying attention, and I'm paying attention that you are trying again because you cannot help yourself.
You're making a broad generalization about millions of people.
No. You know what? I dare you. Bring me a picture from any demonstration anywhere in the world. Okay. Someone is holding a sign that says we want to have a two-state.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, they say
never hear from Buttercup again.
They say destroy Israel. That's what they say.
She's just dishonest. We know exactly what we see. No one is calling for two-state. It's we don't want 48. We want all of it. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. They put the entire flag of Israel, the entire land of Israel, with the Palestinian flag. Buttercup, listen, if you want to join the conversation, you need to land into reality. And I'm not sure why you're attempting to kind of gaslight us. That will work maybe in Harvard and NYU where you have like idiots, but not here. We are not idiots. Go to Harvard. There it will work.
Oh, you're wrong, Daniel. I hate to call it. But there is an idiot here. His name's Aziz, and he's at the bottom, and I tried to bring him up.
No, I'm talking about myself. Or us, us. Yeah. We know what's going on.
Aziz.
She wants to tell us that the pro-Palestinians are calling for a two-state. She's lying to herself. And you know what, Buttercup? Go. Somehow, maybe who? Show me one sign.
Standing together.
Show me one sign.
Together,
Show me one sign that they hold in a demonstration.
Organization has
I want to see one sign. You said you will show it to me. And I will leave you with this. I don't care. I don't know anything. I want to see a picture for a demonstration. I told you anywhere in the world, all those pro-Nazi demonstrations, one of them holding a two-state solution thingy. Like we want a state for the Palestinians. Something that is not hateful against Jews, something that is not genocidal, something that is actually promoting peace or coexistence. You will not find it, Buttercup, because it doesn't exist, because that is not what they want. And the sooner you realize it and stop fighting it, the better for you, because you are supporting Nazism right now. And I understand that it's hard for you. This is why it's like, well, maybe some thought it in their head when they were saying, how can you say that all of them don't want it? Maybe someone thought about it or wrote it in a notepad. Come on, Buttercup.
I don't know how many percent of Palestinians believe so, but, if they believe so, this is wrong, The Jew will never leave the Middle East,
Of course we will not leave the Middle East. And if they wanted to have a two-state, they could have. But now they forfeited that right. And no Israeli would support a two-state solution right now. No one. And it was the majority of Israelis that supported this. And the reason that it didn't happen until now is because the Palestinians, it's not what they want. It's what they sell, for idiots in the West, that people like Buttercup, like Swallow, they just want to give equal rights. They just want to have human rights. It's the women and the children. No, it's Arab Nazism. And I'm saying it for you, Buttercup, so maybe without many words you will understand the ideology. And again, I'm not saying that we should kill them all, the same way we didn't kill all Nazis. No, we rehabilitated them. We denazified them. That's what should be done with Gaza and the West Bank, Judea and Samaria.
She can't even respond to that. That's it. You defeated her.
No,
nothing more of her.
He asked for a photo.
Ah, there she is.
I'm getting him a photo that he wants.
These people are fucking no lice, man. Crazy.
PTR, guys. I'm adding a few of them, several, in case you don't believe me.
Oh, great. No one cares. I think somebody's snoring, sleeping, I think.
Who the fuck's snoring on the air?
I don't know, bro.
Is that Yaakov?
Okay, hold on. So, 1 second. So the first thing that she put, I see end occupation, and I see for peace, justice, equality for all. I don't see a two-state solution. Next, you lied.
No, but it's not like they support. They're not maximalists. They support coexistence.
No, they don't. It's a trope. I'm asking, where do they want to live?
Hold on, just move to the audience. That's annoying. Okay.
I just want a solution, not to basically equality. This is again the bullshit. Only one have human rights. No. If they want to create their own state, side by side, what we call the two-state delusion, can you show me anyone says two-state now, a Palestinian state alongside Israel? I don't know. I will not write you but this is what I'm looking for. Anything that calls for like coexistence, not the eradication of Israel.
These are coexistence signs. All these are about coexistence.
It's not. No. To flood Israel with 1 million terrorists is not coexistence. Coexistence is that we have a Jewish state.
That's not what they're calling for in these signs. You asked for signs, I provided them.
No, that is not the sign. No, I'm not asking for any sign. I'm saying
is a movement all over the world.
I'm asking for,
and they call for
two-state solution. No, Buttercup. Two-state solution.
You need a very specific laid out two-state plan, like the 67 lines versus the Clinton lines.
That evokes two-state solution. When you talk about equality, it's not a two-state because there is not equality because each one has their own government.
Well, you can see it if I find you the sign.
Show me because for now you manipulate as you can because this is. I'm not sure why you're doing it. Is it to protect yourself? Because you don't want to admit that you're supporting Nazis.
Daniel, I give you an example. This Muslim is the dominant religion. You know, the dominant culture like Judaism or Christian. You know, they believe they have their own. They have to be ruled by people who are Muslim. They don't like them. You know, the same for I think the reason why Circassian genocided by Russia is because the Circassian refused to be ruled by Orthodox Russia. You know. And that's what happened to them, to the genocide.
Listen, it doesn't matter. There's a Jewish state. It's a fact. We're not moving anywhere. Now, the Palestinians have two options. One is to die in their jihad. The second is to create a state. And the third is to get the fuck back to their home countries. But if they want to live side by side, which is what Buttercup said, I'm looking for anyone calling for a two-state solution in those demonstrations. Why is it so hard? If this is what they want, and this is what the Palestinians are about, creating their own state, why I don't see anyone, not them and not you guys. So Buttercup, this is not, even you're not advocating for a two-state solution. I'm not sure why you are like...
I know, but that doesn't, it's not because I hate Israel. It's just because we have different ideas of what the solution looks like.
No, you just.
I don't care about your solution. You hate Israel and you hate Jews. But,
okay, so they have to have the exact solution that you believe in. Like that doesn't mean they hate Israel.
So we agree that two-state solution is not an option, right?
I think it's dead, honestly, because of the settlements. It's hard to really imagine the two-state solution.
It doesn't matter. No, so they gave up. You're saying they don't want to have a two-state solution.
I think Israel gave up because they're building settlements between Jerusalem and the West Bank.
So why?
Israel gave up.
I understand. So why are they? So we also gave up on the Palestinian side, yet they are still calling to create Palestine. Why are they still continuing with this? Why are they not advocating, despite Israel, saying we still want to have a state alongside Israel?
They are advocating for that, but Israel has made it unfeasible.
So can you show me where they're advocating for it? Can you show me? Can you show me where they're? Listen, Buttercup, let's be honest, okay?
Because the urgent thing was to stop the killing. It wasn't to
No. The
urgent fact is that their killing was ongoing.
No. The Nazi protests that you participated probably were calling for a sign, and I'm sure that
you. It's not nice. I'm your friend, okay? And he
it's a Nazi sign. I'm so offended by it. Did you actually really participate in them?
Did you go there? If you were there.
Of course he was there.
I don't have any friends that go. I don't have any friends that go to Nazi parades. Okay, none.
I don't go to Nazi parades. I've literally never been to pro-Pali protests since the war began.
Okay, so it's not you. So why are you offended?
Nazism is expired.
No, I said. Listen. In any of the Nazi demonstrations, the signs that they were holding was, and I'm sure you know it. From the river, listen to me, stop talking. They were saying from the river to the sea, Palestine would be free. Did you hear this? Did you ever hear this sentence in a demonstration?
Yes, and I don't hear it the way you hear it. I hear the same thing on the Israeli side, similar words.
Is it calling for a two-state solution?
It could, yeah.
Can we agree? Oh, you're a liar, and you're manipulating, and I don't want to talk to you.
It could? How does that? How could it could? How do you get that? Palestine will be free from the river to the sea. How do you get It could.
So
holy shit, you're delusional.
Let me answer a question, Mary. Instead of talking over me.
You're delusional. You don't need to answer anything because it's all delusional shit.
Just because you believe in one state doesn't mean you don't believe in coexistence. They're not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
Listen. Most Palestinians who want one state believe in coexistence.
They can go fuck themselves, okay? They don't want to coexist. They want to kill the Jews. If they want to have a state, they can go back to Jordan and they can go back to Egypt. Or if they had wanted, they had 75 years to live side by side us. But
I don't believe coexistence will be, a solution.
No, it will never happen because, again, what she doesn't understand that the problem is not Arabs, it's Palestine. Listen, write it down because it will really help you understand the conflict, okay? Palestinism is Arab Nazism. So to even imagine...
But you saying you've been saying that a lot. You haven't been saying so long. This is a new talking point.
I understand. It's not a talking point. It's for you to understand. It's not about expenditures because they don't want to create a state, dude. Stop with this. They want to kill the Jews, okay? This way it's the same.
Because
it's about spreading blood libel.
But nothing changed from in the middle of the war to now, except that you're not fighting Hamas anymore, so you need to move the goalposts.
We never fought Hamas. We never fought Hamas.
They literally said over and over again. Every spokesperson of Israel said they're fighting Hamas, not the civilians. And you're saying, no, we're fighting civilians.
Because what Israel is doing, we always try to be... the moral, the better, it's not about, but the reality on the ground, and that it wasn't Hamas that committed all those crimes. It's not just Hamas that is the problem. Hamas has been the ruler of Gaza for almost 2 decades. They indoctrinated the entire population with their ideology, which is the same ideology in Judea, by the way, where the majority of people would support Hamas, and they don't support Hamas because they will lower the taxes or they will build infrastructure or they will create a state, because Hamas never promised any of this. What Hamas promised them is to eradicate the Jews and destroy Israel. And this is what let me finish. This is what Palestinians want. And I can call them for what they are. Arab Nazis. And if you will understand that this is Arab Nazis, maybe it will help you understand. Let's coexist with Nazis.